Up to the 22. And the Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's English. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying play action. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. He gets it to the 31-yard line, a big play for this offense.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Caught over the middle. It's Worley. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They go to the draw. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab on the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub, they want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Troy! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
He'll bring it out. It's English. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Had to get rid of it quickly. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Off play action. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Here's a heat. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Gets the back moving. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Crosses the 10. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Bearcats trying to cash it in on first and goal. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Sam Houston! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Now the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. He's into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his man. It's Bryant. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Out of the gun to give to the back. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Trojans are flying down the field. Defense in press coverage. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position.
There he goes. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. Touchdown Bearcats. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Man, you don't go 99 yards without a lot of help. They open up the hole. He takes the football, starts going. Receivers getting in on the block, and everybody doing their job. And he hits the gas, and it's nothing but taillights, 99 yards to the house.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call it.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Got the first down. Breaks into the open. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Makuba.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking left. Got him downfield. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Gain of 27.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Bearcats! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Snagged in the middle. It's Worley. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's English. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Get it out on the screen. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Trojans are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The give out of the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Let's it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Turning it on. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll run play action. Escapes the pressure going right. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Sam Houston. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Turns it loose deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lofts one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've had this drive absolutely gift-wrapped. How often do you start with a 1st and goal? Grabbed in the backfield. It's O'Neal. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they did tack on the extra point.
49, Troy, 28.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Slithers into space. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
56, Troy, 28.
He'll bring it out. It's English. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Bring in the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Humphrey. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And this game is out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.